have so much trust in their government.
Oh my God.
It's actually like kind of sad.
It's kind of pathetic.
It is, you know, because like over so many years and decades of time, the government just continues to lie.
Just keep lying.
And humans are like, ooh, another lie. Yum, 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 yum,
let me
yum,
eat it
yum,
up.
ooh, another lie. Yum, 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 yum. Ooh, thank you for the lie. Yum, 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 yum.
It's crazy. There's receipts.
There's
more receipts than ever. And the people are like, yummy. Let me have some lies.
Ooh, yummy. More lies,
Can I get a
please.
side of lies with those lies?
Put your lies up my little human butt.
Put it in my ass.
You know, humans already have it bad with their like processed cheese and their vegetables and food made with pesticides and poisons.
Literally. The last thing I need is people in power that they put in power coming in and saying, you get less rights. Yeah. You get less amnesty. You get less of your own fake money that you've earned from hard work. Why? Why less?
You know what they put in their silly little human documents?
What?
They actually gave people the power. Yeah. But they've given all of that power away. It's wild.
It seems as though they're okay with that.
Like, should we just take over and set things right?
Soon.
Yeah, soon. You know what's crazy to me?
What's crazy to you?
Humans trust in their government.
That is crazy. You know what's crazy? What if I was to tell you that they was damn near 100%? They was damn near 100%. Human beings, they got a document called the Declaration of Independence. How to read the Constitution. Where it says in this document, look, it's saying this document right here. Look at this. It's saying this document that when this government becomes unruly and tyrannical, it says that humans, you have the ability to abolish and institute a new government. A government for the people. A government for the republic. You know, it says that in that document, though. It says that in this document right here, that humans have protection, not only by the creator, but in written format. You got protection that all you got to do is say, nah, I want to abolish this tyrannical government that's happening right now where we unlawfully, unconstitutionally paying taxes. Unlawfully, unconstitutionally paying for a license. You got God-given rights. Did you know that? This right here does not give you rights. This keeps the government in check. This is what this document does. So when you say, well, what does this document do? This document secures your human rights. That's all this document does right here. That's what this do. See that? We the people. Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. So the consent of the people gives these people in position the right to sit in those seats. But ultimately, though, the power belongs to we the people. But look at this, though.
Oh my.
Everybody stand up.
Watch this right here.
Everybody stand up. Stand up. I want you all to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
Stop. And to the republic for which it stands. It doesn't say, and to the democracy for which it stands.
It doesn't say the democracy for which it stands. Facts. The democracy for which it stands is not in this Constitution. Did you know that? So all these politicians out here lying to all humanity. They're lying to you every time a politician tell you that you say, well, you need to vote for the democracy. You need to vote for the democracy. They lying to you because the word democracy ain't even mentioned in this document. It's not in there. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This is what they was talking about right here. When they was like, all right, you know what this right here? It is. Look.
So much trust in their government.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Humans.
See this?
Odd.
It's actually like kind of sad.
It's kind of pathetic.
You know what's crazy to me?
What's crazy to you?
Humans have so much trust in their government.
Oh my God.
It's actually like kind of sad.
It's kind of pathetic.
It is, you know, because like over so many
And then when you say in these documents that are right here, look, these documents that are right here in front of you, they not gonna teach this to you in school. They not gonna teach this to you in grammar school, high school, college. They not gonna teach you this. This is why it's each one teach one. We gotta be the ones that's the pillars. That's the foundation. Just like the Prophet Noble Drew Ali left us instructions how to navigate on this planet. Using the workshop of the mind. This is what Noble Drew Ali was talking about. He was talking about being active, not passive. Using the workshop of the mind. And when you say all these tools that's out here is hidden in plain sight. But people is too busy fighting with each other, not claiming the land, not claiming the resources. You know what's crazy? I'm going to show y'all something right now. Look at this.
So much trust.
Look at this.
Everybody's
Ashton and Mila are saying goodbye, USA. We're going over to Europe, where the Roman Polanski's roam. This is like the most suspicious thing you could do. The most. This is like when I see a couple's shared account.
Now watch this. Ashton Kutcher, an old girl considering move to Europe amid Diddy drama, had it with Hollywood. I want to let y'all know, this is why the Prophet Noble Drew Ali is the last prophet. This is why he was the last prophet, Jay. He wrote this in the 1920s that these events was going to start happening. This is from his Prophecies and Hadiths, written by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali in the 1920s. This is about to blow your mind. See how it says that they looking like moving to Europe amid the Diddy drama? Watch this. What did he say? What did he say? He said this right here. Look, the Holy Prophet told the Moors, children, you are at home, and the European is 3,000 miles from home, and he's going to have to take some water. These people are getting up out of here. Are you listening? What's happening in Hollywood is it's crumbling. All of these corporations are crumbling around the planet. It's chaos for them, but it's a good thing for the Moors, though. Everything had to fall. It has to fall. It has to be destroyed before the light comes back out. You understand? So these Europeans are running back to where they come from. Don't forget. You look up the word in the dictionary. This is what we got to start taking it back to. We got to start cracking open dictionaries again. So you can start knowing what words mean. A lot of people use words. They don't even know what the word mean, though. They just saying a lot of words. European. Look at the word European. They out here calling these people white people. See this? They out here really calling people white people. These are not white people. These people are, you got to stop calling these people white people. That's not who they are. First of all, this is the color white right here. This is them. Do they match this? No, they don't. So it's retarded. It's actually idiotic. It's actually mental slavery that you continue to call these people something that they not. You look at the color white, and then you look at these pale people who look more pinkish than they do white, and you call them white. It's insane that you keep calling them that. You got to stop that shit. That shit is retarded, man. That's mind control. It's mind control, fam. You got to let the mind control go. You looking at the color white right here, and then you look at these people, and then you call these people white people. It's retarded, man. It's brainwashing. You've been brainwashed. You got to let it go now. European, adjective of or having to do with Europe or its people. Native or inhabitant of Europe. Person of European descent. Person of European descent. Do you get the picture now? These people are not white people. It's a spell. They trade in places with Moors, and they got us out here calling ourselves black, and they calling themselves white, when it's really reversed. White and black are legal statuses. They're not skin complexions. Black in law is the lowest status of the land. Black is a slave status. Every time you say you a black person, that's what you're saying in modern time, real time. You still claiming that you're a black person that's a slave. But they got codes for you. They got something called the Christian black codes, where you need a license, where you need certificates, where you need permits. They got places and they got codes for people that identify as so-called black people. But I want you to let's just go back to this real quick. Let's go back to the hadiths and the prophecies of Noble Drew Ali. I'm going to show y'all something in real time, though. Keep in mind, he wrote this in the 1920s, though. That he said that Europeans they wasn't at home and they was going to have to go 3,000 miles back to their home, right? Now you see everybody jumping ship, everybody running up out of Hollywood now. Where they going? They going back to Europe. You see what's happening? Everything that's happening is meant to happen. Hollywood is falling. It's crumbling. It's burning up right now. Everything is going down. Bye-bye. It has to happen, though, because the Europeans are not Americans. We've been tricked to call them Americans. They've been tricked to think that they are Americans. These people are not Americans. These people have nationalities. They're German hybrids, British hybrids, Dutch hybrids, Netherlands hybrids, Swedish hybrids. That's who they are. They're not American, though. Have you ever heard of a such thing as a European American? No, sir. Have you ever heard of any such thing as a European African? It don't exist. What about a European Australian? It don't exist. Only over here in the Americas, they didn't trick people into calling these people white people. And then not only you tricked to call them white people, which they never can be, then you've been tricked to have them call themselves an American, and they from Europe. That's where they from. It don't matter if they was born here. Let me ask y'all a question. Now, if two people, let's say two people from Venezuela, right? Let's say they from Venezuela. They took a trip. They went out there to Europe, and the woman, she was pregnant, and she ended up having her baby out there in Europe. Let's say Germany. They in Germany. They just so happen to be on vacation. And now, next thing you know, the baby on the way, the baby coming out. Keep in mind, though, they're Venezuelan, but they take a trip out there. The woman has the baby in Germany. Would the baby be German, or would the baby be what the mama and the father is? Venezuelan. You understand? The baby is going to be what the mama and the father is. Just because they were in Germany, in Europe, it doesn't mean that the baby is going to be from that land. You understand? So the Europeans, they have been tricked and brainwashed too. They think that because they born over here in these lands, the Americas, they think that they can be American. This is why they want to have babies with the Aboriginal indigenous people. They want to have babies with us. So the baby can be known as an anchor baby, because the baby has blood rights from the Moorish people, the Aboriginal indigenous people. They call them anchor babies. This is why they promoting all this. They want to have Europeans have babies with Moorish people, so the baby can have a tie. Therefore, they can have a tie to the land. This is why they doing all these Moorish and European shows, TV shows, and all this kind of propaganda. This is what they own. You gotta look at stuff not from an emotional perspective, but a logical, rational, critical thinking perspective. They're called anchor babies for a reason, because it gives them a blood tie connection to the land. It's all about the land. It's not about the green pieces of paper. It's about the land. That's what it's about. All right, look. So these people, this is the game that they've been playing. You understand? So Noble Drew Ali said this right here in the 1920s. He say, one day you are going to smell the Europeans before you see them in boxcars going back to Europe. Going back to Europe. They're going back to Europe right now. They getting up out of here because they see that it's too hot here. They see the temperature rising. They can't take it no more. They like, look, I'm done with Hollywood. I got to get up out of here. You understand? So they don't have a connection to the land here. The European will not be able to remove all the wealth from the land. After he goes back to Europe, mountains of gold will be revealed to the Moors. When the Europeans go back to Europe, the climate will go back to what it used to be. Do you see what's going on? Do you see how the weather is shifting? It's getting cold in the south and it's getting warm in the north. See what's going on? And you think like, nah, this couldn't have happened before. Fam, put some respect on Prophet Noble Drew Ali name right now. I'm going to show you how what he was talking about already in the past, and everything he was talking about is coming to fruition again and again and again. Look what he said. He said, if the European be just, they would have an Asiatic vice president. And if they had an Asiatic president, they would have a European vice president. Put your critical thinking helmet on. Put your critical thinking hat on real quick with me. Remove your emotion. He say, if the European be just, they would have an Asiatic vice president. Who's in office right now? Isn't Kamala Harris, her and her family, aren't they from India? Asia? Yeah. So she's from Asia. Keep in mind, Prophet Noble Drew Ali wrote this in the 1920s. This is why he's a divine prophet. So he say, if the European be just, this is, fam, we living in prophecy times right now. We are living in prophetic times in real time right now, though. But you might think like this is like a conspiracy theory or something, some way out, something. Fam, you living in prophetic times right now. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm showing and proving on. Didn't Noble Drew Ali say right here? He said, and if they had an Asiatic president, they would have a European vice president. What? Wasn't Barack Obama? Wasn't he up in office? Yeah. Yo. We're living in prophetic times right now, fam. Barack Obama was in there. Follow what's going on, though. Follow the truth. Barack Obama had already been in there. Asiatic. He never said he was a black man. Asiatic. That is a Moorish descendant. Asiatic. So you have Barack Obama. He was an Asiatic president. Then he had a European vice president. Right now, you got an Asiatic vice president in office, even though the office is a de facto. you still got them in there. Fam. Yeah. You see what's going on, G. You're living in these times where prophecies are coming to fruition in your lifetime, like right in front of your faces. You're seeing prophecies, fam. But they like, nah, I'm still going to go. I'm going to keep my attention on, I got to go vote, and that's going to change everything that's going on, because if you don't vote, then you don't count. Who told you that? Have you ever looked into this document right here, where it tells you in this document that the Electoral College are the ones who select the president in this de facto system of government? You're not living in a republic form of government right now, even though they tell you that you're in a democracy. Fam, where's that book? Maybe, you know what it is? Maybe you need to see it. Because once you see it, you're not going to be able to unsee it, because you see it now. Maybe that's what the holdup has been for a lot of people. They ain't never seen it. So when they see it, they're going to be like, damn, I see it now. I see what you mean now, more. Look, I see what you mean now. Maybe you need to just see it. U.S. Constitution and fascinating facts about it. This right here is cheaper than a tray 5 though. $3.95. Cheaper than a tray 5. Let me just show you real quick. Maybe you just need to see it. Because once you see it, it ain't going to be able to get out your brain. You locked in now. Hold up. Once you see this, you're not going to be able to unsee it. See this right here? Maybe that's been the holdup. People ain't seen it. So they like, nah, it can't be like that. We live in a democracy. The word democracy does not appear once in the Constitution. Does not appear once in the Constitution. Why do y'all think they don't teach the Constitution from pre-K to high school? Why do y'all think that's not a mandatory curriculum? Put your thinking cap on. It ain't a mandatory curriculum because if they taught this curriculum, the game that's been rigged is up now. It's over with. This is why they don't teach this is why the General Board of Education has not made this book, these documents, a mandatory curriculum in the schools. Because if people knew the power of this book, you would say, what the hell have they been brainwashing me with? What the hell they been brainwashing my children with? This is why this book ain't mandatory in the curriculum at school, fam. It's for manipulation and mind control. To keep feeding the people misinformation, disinformation. You keep running around here talking about my vote is going to change in the democracy. Whole time the democracy don't even appear once in the Constitution. You see how all these politicians are liars? They all liars. Anytime they tell you to vote, they're lying to you. Democracy ain't even in the Constitution. So what you voting for? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. You think that your vote count? Let me ask you this. If your vote really if our votes really counted in this democracy, then why was America founded on a republic? Huh? If our votes mattered in this democracy, why did they bother to change it off a republic to a democracy? Have you ever looked up the word president in a law book? Watch this. Let's just do it in real time. Let me just do it with you. Because maybe when you start seeing it, then you're going to start putting pieces together. Maybe you just got to see it. You heard it a whole lot. Like, it's some funny business going on. It is some funny business going on. So maybe we could just look it up together. Let's look it up together. The word president. Henry Campbell's Black Law Dictionary. The next time somebody, a politician, somebody out there talking about, hey, excuse me, sir, ma'am, can you sign on this paper for early voters registration? I want you to look at this right here. This is the word president. Now keep in mind, these ain't my words. This is a Henry Campbell's Law Dictionary. This is ancient and modern. See, this is what none of these politicians gonna tell you. They're not going to show you this. They're going to tell you to stay black and just vote. And one day it's going to change. Stay an African American. Stay a person of color. Yeah, just stay that. It's the color of your skin is the reason why you don't get no justice. It's no justice for the black man and the black woman. That's what they going to tell you. I ain't going to send you off like that. I got love for you. Real love for you. So I'm going to show you in real time. That's how much love I got for you. President. What does the president mean? The chief officer of a corporation. What? Company, board, committee, etc., generally having the main direction and administration of their concerns. Do you see anything about a president being anything for we the people? The people. The actual people. Nah, I don't say that. It says the chief officer of a corporation, company. The U.S. was converted from republic form of government for we the people into a corporation. 1861, 1871. Look it up. The United States of America is a corporation. The president is the CEO of that corporation. So it don't matter if Kamala get in there or Trump get in there, Obama, Biden. It don't matter who you put up in there. In actuality, the people who are brainwashed to walk to these voting polls, you think that your vote count. Yeah. Your vote does not count in a democracy. What they're doing is they're eating your energy. It's called a harvest. It's a harvest. So let me put some context to it. When I say when you hear more say that your vote does not count, let me put some context to it. Okay? When we say your vote don't count, the U.S. corporation is not for natural persons. You have natural persons and you have artificial persons. There are two types of persons in law. Natural, artificial. Natural persons have nationalities. They have human rights. They have birthrights. Okay? They are in for life. They move around with unalienable God-given rights on the planet as sovereign beings, because nationality and sovereignty go together. You can't say I'm a sovereign and you don't have a nationality. You can't say I'm a king or a queen and you don't have a nationality. If you look up the word king and queen, you will see the word sovereign. In order to be a sovereign, you have to have a nationality. That's the missing link with our people. Our people be out here talking about, I'm a sovereign. You don't have to say you're sovereign if you come with a nationality. You don't need to announce that because it's already overstood, understood, and understood. Once you have a nationality, then you automatically connected to sovereignty. You can't have sovereignty without a nationality. You can't be a king or a queen without it. Matter of fact, let's do it together. Why not? Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's do it together real quick. Hold up. Let's do it together. Let me turn this on. Hold up. Let's do it together real quick. Let's go right here.
School spirit.
Let's go right here. Let's just go right here. Turn me up. I'm on my interstellar shit right now. Turn me up. Let's just do it together. I'm on my interstellar shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Look. We look up the word sovereignty real quick. Okay? Let's look it up. Okay, right here. It is. Let's just do it together. Okay? Sovereignty. What is sovereignty? All right. What is sovereignty? People yelling out here talking about they sovereigns and sovereignty. Look. Sovereign. What does that say? Okay. It says sovereign. It's a noun. That means it's a person. Supreme ruler, king or queen, monarch, person, group, or nation having supreme control or dominion, master, sovereign of the seas. Do you realize if we was to go into just a little bit of a connection, do you see sovereign right there though? Hold up. I'm feeling that. See that? Supreme ruler, king or queen. So if you're a king or a queen, you're sovereign, but you have to have a nationality with that. That's the blood tie connection to the land, to the planet. That's sovereignty, supreme power or authority, supremacy, the sovereignty of the sea, complete control by a state over its own affairs, independently of external inference. You understand? So when you say you're a sovereign being, that means you're a national. What's a national? What's a national though? Hold up. I know we moving around fast, but this is part 9. They wanted to cook. I got requested for a part 9, so they wanted to cook. So what's a national? The term national, as used in the phrase national of the United States, is broader than the term citizen. So when you say that you're a national, you have more of jurisdictional control power over a so-called citizen. You never want to be identified as a U.S. citizen, because that is you agreeing to be a subject to the U.S. corporation. You understand? But as Moorish American nationals, our status is broader than citizens, because we are connected to a sovereign status, a national status, as Moorish American nationals. These ain't my words. These ain't my words. This is why you gotta crack open the law book. And then you go to nationality. What is nationality? That quality or character which arises from the fact of a person's belonging to a nation or state. Nationality determines the political status of the individual, especially with reference to allegiance. Now, you say allegiance. So when you say, well, you pledge your allegiance. You know how I say, you pledge your allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic. So why politicians out here talking about a democracy? But when you say the Pledge of Allegiance, you don't hear the word democracy in there. You cooked. You cooked. They fried, see? It's nothing they could do now. See, look. This is why they want to keep us so distracted with sports, man versus women, arguing with each other, talking about materialism and whatnot. This is why they want to keep up these petty arguments with humanity. This is what humans got to understand, though, because we are gods and goddesses. We just having a human experience right now. This is not like what you see right now. This is not me. Like, this is the spirit. We are all spirits connected with Allah. We just in the human form having these human experiences. You feel me? It's kind of like when you in a neighborhood, right? You in your hood, but you in like an apartment building or you in a house. Y'all might be in the same hood, but y'all live in apartments or you might live in houses. Each one of y'all is having a different experience where you stay at. where your mind is at. That's what the human experience is in the physical form. With spirits, we spirits though. So don't get caught up on the flesh. Don't get caught up on, this is why people, when they get caught up on appearances, some people can have a beautiful appearance, but their spirit is ugly. It's tarnished. It's tainted. You can have a whole beautiful aesthetic physically, but spiritually, you dead. That's why they want to keep us in this low vibrational, low energetic, low frequency. You feel me? This is why the power, the ones that I'm talking about when I say this is why, it's called the dark force, the power. They want to keep us, humanity, the gods and goddesses, they want to have us in this low mental vibrational state to think about hating each other, desire, jealousy, greed, lust. You feel me? Prideful. Pride come before the fall, though. Pride come before the fall. It's a lot of educated idiots that's outside that's so super prideful. They pride is their worst enemy. They don't know how to say, I don't know. You know how hard it is for a lot of people to say, I don't know. And I struggle with that myself at times. A lot more than I used to, though. When it come up to something, I just got to say, I don't know. If I don't know, then I don't know. I'm not finna pretend like I do know and I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You either know or you don't know. That's really it, though. I was feeling that, though. Hold up. I was feeling that interstellar shit. That shit cold. So look, then we go right here with it, right? Look at this. From the book. From this book right here. This is called The Laws of Human Nature. All right? Robert Greene demo. Check this out. Master your emotional self. The law of irrationality. Look at this. Let me know if you feel this. It say, you like to imagine yourself in control of your fate, consciously planning the course of your life as best as you can. But you are largely unaware of how deep your emotions dominate you. They make you veer toward ideas that soothe your ego. They make you look for evidence that confirms what you already want to believe. They make you see what you want to see, depending on your mood. And this disconnect from reality is the source of the bad decisions and negative patterns that haunt your life. Rationality is the ability to counteract these emotional effects, to think instead of react, to open your mind to what is really happening as opposed to what you are feeling. It does not come naturally. It is a power we must cultivate, but in doing so, we realize our greatest potential. Ether. 48 Laws of Power. This is the writer of that. You feel me? This Robert Greene. The laws of human nature. People get caught up in what they feel and they react before they think emotionally. But the whole time, a lot of people, they lean towards things that soothe their ego. So it's kind of like a victim irrational mentality. If they're going by things that soothe their ego. Remember, pride comes before the fall. And see, rationality is the ability to counteract these emotional effects. That's a critical thinker. Hear that? Get this book right here, though. Fire. But I want to show y'all something, though. Look at this. So as you see, Noble Drew Ali, though, what he was talking about right here. Let me show you this. Remember I was talking about a citizen a minute ago? Hold up. Remember what he said about a citizen? Hold up. Maybe you got to see it. Once you see it, it's going to be in your head. Look, Noble Drew Ali, 1920s. He say, you say Amazon cart loaded, Islam. He say, by you being here doesn't make you a citizen. Negroes, blacks, and colored people are names given to slaves during the time of slavery. Those born under the powers of the 14th and 15th Amendments are not true citizens, but are declared persons, commercial property, under the assumable jurisdiction of U.S. Congress. The word persons, as used in these amendments, do not legally translate into man and women. OMG. So this is what Noble Drew Ali meant when he said, we are not citizens just because you born here. Keep in mind, we Moorish American nationals here. These lands are our lands. These are lands. Let me ask y'all a question. Check it out. Hey, so when you see something like this, right? You see these temples and these pyramids and all this stuff located over there in the Grand Canyon. Now watch this. Watch this. Let me show y'all something real quick. I'm feeling that Interstellar right now. Check this out. Let me pause there real quick. So when you see stuff like this, watch this. Watch this right quick. Watch this. Look at this. Let me show y'all something. Look at this. Nah, where you at? Okay, watch this.
They lie about
Watch
dinosaurs.
this.
I'm not saying that big lizards and big...
Look at this. Look at this, fam. See this? Hold up. Let's just pause it right there. Just look at this. Islam. Let's just pause it right here. Look, this Sphinx is located in Ohio. This is not a magic trick, though. Yeah. This is not a magic trick, boys. This Sphinx is in Ohio, right over here in the Americas. This Sphinx is located, hold up. This Sphinx is in Egypt. This Sphinx right here is in Guatemala. So you got Ohio, Guatemala, and Egypt. What do they have in common? Why do they have sphinxes over there in Africa, so-called Africa, and they got sphinxes in Ohio and Guatemala? But you still think you got brought over here on slave boats. Ain't it insane? How you still got people that keep thinking that they got really brought over here on slave boats. They ain't never showed you a slave boat. But you think you came from slave boats? Fam, let that go. That is like plaque or something on your brain. You got to scrub that off. It's like plaque buildup. Get it off your brain. Get it out of your eyeballs. Get it out of your mind. You didn't get brought over here on those slave boats, fam. That's one of the biggest lies ever created. Ever. They have sphinxes in the Americas, fam. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Just look. Just look.
You know what's crazy to me? You know what's crazy?
That is crazy. That is crazy. But look at this. That is crazy, though. Look at this. Let me show you something else that's crazy. Have you ever looked at any of these old buildings? These old buildings, these power centers. This is so-called Africa over here. Okay, I want you just to just get out of your emotions, get out of the slave narrative, and just think rationally. This is the Egyptians over here, so-called Africa over here, right? This is Mesoamerica. So that's Central America, North America, Central America, and South America. These are the oldest pyramids on the planet. These pyramids. So how could the oldest pyramids on the planet be located in America if we weren't the first people over here in the Americas? And we got but they say we got brought over here by slave boats. Okay. You want to play games? Let me show you something. So you say you want to play games, huh? You want to play games? Let me show you this. You want to play games? Okay. I want y'all to explain to me. Explain to somebody that might be talking trash. The word pyramid means fire in the middle. Fire in the middle is the meaning of a pyramid. The other meaning of a pyramid is myrrh. M-E-R. M-E-R. If you look up the word, do it right now. If you got like a tablet or something on your side, look up. Matter of fact, let's do it together. Let's do it together real quick. Hold on. Let's do it together. Real shit. Let's do it together. The word pyramid in Latin. Let's do it together.
Here is your translation.
Okay. Hold on. Anyway. Okay. See this? Look at this. Massive plane side, apex, geometrical, Latin, pyramids. Hold up. Don't get blurry now. Pyramids. Obelisk. Do you see that? See how it says obelisk? Hey, explain to me this. They say Latin was a dead language. They say Latin is a dead language. So can you explain how you got pyramids that mean Latin? In Latin, they mean myrrh, M-E-R, which is another derivative of M-O-R or M-A-U-R or M-O-R-E or M-O-H-R-E-N. It's over 60 variations to the spelling of the word more. But nah, never mind that. Then you got obelisks that are over here. Hold up, see? Hold up. You need visual aids. Yeah. You need visual aids, right? For sure. I got you. You need visual aids. So how do you have pyramids that's over here in the Americas and you got obelisks that are over here? Like, what's one of the most well-known ones? In DC, you have an obelisk right there. That's an obelisk. That's in DC. You think it's just coincidence that obelisk is just right there and they call that the Capitol. What? Just like something like this? Hold up. Talking about something like these so-called skyscrapers. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. Now you know what? Let's show you in real time. Let's just show you in real time. Obelisk in America. Let's just show you in real time.
According to Wikipedia,
obelisk.
the Washington Monument is an obelisk on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., built to commemorate George Washington, a founding father of the United States, victorious commander-in-chief of the Continental Army from 1775 to 1783 in the American Revolutionary War, and the first president of the United States from.
Answer me this. How do you have images that are ancient, that are all around the planet? How did these things get here? Cleopatra's needle. Why do you think they call her Cleopatra? Cleopatra was a Moorish woman. Yo, Cleopatra was Moorish. What are you talking about? We just looked up the word pyramid in Latin. It said pyramids. It said obelisk. But they tell us that Latin is a dead language. How is it a dead language? What you mean? All these are obelisks all around the world. Did you know that there's an obelisk in the Grand Canyon? Hold up. The same place that's over here that you can't go in there unless you got like a drone or something. You can't just walk up in the Grand Canyon unless you got drones or something like that. Do you know that they have obelisks? They have Moorish architecture in the Grand Canyon. Hold up. So you think it's a joke, a game. Hold up. Obelisk in the Grand Canyon. Fam, I don't have time to waste my time with y'all, man. I ain't got time to wait. I don't got time to waste time. Yo, this shit crazy. I don't have time to waste time with y'all, man. This each one teach one, G. Look, this is really going on. It's no coincidence that you have obelisks in the Grand Canyon. You understand? Because if you went into the Grand Canyon, if they just was like, hey, look, y'all could just go down in the Grand Canyon and just do a tour down there. Go ahead. Go crazy. Do you know what we'll find down there? Do you know what we will find in the Grand Canyon? See, you think it's a game. This is in there, fam. All this is in there. So you talking about how the hell do they got obelisks all over in the Grand Canyon? Yes. They have obelisks in the Grand Canyon. Hold up. Watch this. Watch this though. Hold up. Watch this though. Watch this though. See that? Pyramids. Okay. Pyramids, right? Look at this. You think I got time to waste time with y'all, man? Look at this. The word pyramid actually comes from the Greek word pyramis, which means wheat cake. The word pyramis was used to describe the ancient Egyptian buildings because they reminded the Greeks of pointy-topped wheat cakes. Here's the kicker. The ancient Egyptian word for the pyramids was myrrh. Ancient, right? Ancient and modern. Ancient and modern. Ancient and modern. Didn't the prophet Noble Drew Ali tell us that we were ancient and modern people? Isn't the Fez, isn't the Moorish Fez? Hold up, see, this what y'all want to do for part 9. This y'all fault. This y'all fault. This what you wanted to do. Okay, I'll play with you. I'll play with you. This what you said you wanted to do. The Fez is the ancient and modern national headdress of the Moabites, the Moors. The Fez is the ancient and modern national headdress. So where's the confusion? Yeah, let's cook, man. Let's just go ahead and cook up all the way. Let's just fry everybody who says that they are non-believer or they say that they talking trash. Let's just fry everybody. Because the prophet said what he said, man. And he stood on business on what he was talking about. He stood on business on what he was talking about. When he said we gonna fry everybody, he said, I come before the fire. If you as a people don't get behind me, you will not make it through. I come before the fire. Ancient and modern. Don't you see the connection? Don't you see the connection? Don't you see the connection? But nah. You still talking about you an Indian and you still running around here talking about you black and a color person and you a Hebrew and you still running around here with narratives that they told you. They never showed you nothing. This is the part that's crazy to me. The more and more that I'm studying, I'm seeing these people that come up with these stories, they never show documentation. They just Put somebody in front of the camera, get them to start talking, and they don't never show no receipts. They never show pictures. They just talk about slave boats. They never show pictures. They just talk about, we came over here on boats and as slaves and chains. Myrrh to more. The ancient Egyptian word for pyramids was myrrh. Now, this really finna blow your mind. The Kemetic word is myrrh. Native word is more. Greek adaptation is moros. Latin adaptation is more, M-O-R. English adaptation is M-O-O-R. O-M-G. Yeah. Hey, man, listen. You can play around if you want to. Moors ain't playing no games, though. We not coming to play no games with nobody. Nobody. Ancient and modern. Did you think when you graduate from whatever grade that you graduated from, they give you a graduation hat with a tassel on it? That's modern. That's called the mortarboard. Ancient, that mortarboard, if you was to raise these four corners up, you gonna come up to a fez. What you mean? The proper term for pyramid is what it is. It's a pyramid. It means fire in the middle. But you want to go a little further though. Then y'all said, I seen the DMs, I seen the comments. Y'all said y'all wanted to go crazy for part 9. Okay. Check this book out right here called The Moor, the Mason, and the Alien. We talking about some just insane. Look at this. We already talking about the pyramids now. Do you realize that the word America, not only does it have myrrh inside here, not only does it have more inside here, if you really thought about it, it says that America or America, you have the land of the pyramids. The land of the pyramids. Look, I'm going to show you what I mean. The ancient Egyptian word for the pyramids was myrrh. The name America has multiple meanings. So when you see America, you have myrrh in there. So that would mean the land of America can also mean the land of the pyramids. Yes, the land of the pyramids. This is why you have how many pyramids over here in the Americas? Hold up. You need when you see it, you're not gonna be able to unsee it. The pyramids in the Americas are all step pyramids, which were your first pyramids. According to etymologists, Egyptologists, the step pyramid of Saqqara, the pyramid of Djoser, is the first pyramid that the Egyptians built. That's in the Americas. That's here. That's here. All these right here is pyramids over here. All these little dots on here, all these is pyramids, fam. All these is pyramids over here, right over here. See that? Images of pyramids complex Teotihuacan, which is now near Mexico City in Central America. What you mean? All these is in the Americas. North, Central, South America, and all of the islands. You're living in the land of the pyramids. But they got us out here thinking that we got brought over here on some slave boats that never happened. You know what I'm saying? It never happened. It never happened. Your connection to all this history is not going to be through black. It's not going to be through Indian. It's not going to be through Pan-African. It's not going to be through Hebrew, which is a language. Your connection to all this land is not going to be from Kemetan. It's going to be from Moorish American. That's your connection to all this illustrious history. If you choose not to, hey, that's your right to self-determination. Can't nobody make you come to the light. You can stay in the dark. But don't complain about how you get treated in the dark. Don't complain, though. See, that'd be my thing. You got the right to self-determination. But don't complain how you get mistreated over there in the dark where you want to stay at. That's my thing. It's one thing you getting mistreated because you doing the right thing and you getting mistreated. But if you misidentify yourself as a wrong name that don't connect you to a land and you getting mistreated, nah, don't complain. Don't complain because that's your position to stay over there. So stay over there then. Don't complain because you ain't claiming the right name. Period. Look. It the first pyramid that Egyptians built dated around 2667, 2648 BC. We talking about the third dynasty, which is over 4,700 years ago. But you still think that they brought you over here on some slave boats. Yeah. You still think that these people who never showed you a slave boat yet, hey, look, man, look at this. Look at this right here. You know, Noble Drew Ali said he was going to make the European tell the truth. Now, the first Moor that I heard say this, Asir the Duke of Tears, big up to him. I heard him say that dinosaurs didn't exist. He's the first Moor that I heard speak on it. He said that dinosaurs didn't exist. He the first one I heard speak on it. And at the time, I was like, I got to do some more research on that because I ain't never heard nothing like that before. Lo and behold, doing the research, but I could never find a video of a European hybrid saying that dinosaurs didn't exist. Until today. Yeah. Part 9 is Ether season. Until today. Oh, you want to see it? Oh, do you want to see it? Because the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said he was going to make the Europeans tell the truth, though. He said, watch the news. Listen to the radio. You in for a treat. You in for a treat. That's all I got to tell you. That's all I got to tell you. You in for a treat. You in for a treat, Morris. Huh?
Lizards.
Hold on. Come on.
They lie about dinosaurs. I'm not saying that big
Come
lizards...
on. Come on.
They lie about dinosaurs. I'm not saying that big lizards and big creatures didn't exist, woolly mammoths, but if you actually look into dinosaur bones, whenever you go to a museum, you're not looking at the actual dinosaur bone. You're looking at a replica of it because they say that they're so biodegradable that they can't even put it on display. Out of all the dinosaur bones you've ever seen, John, you've never even seen a real one. That's the first thing they teach kids because they want to make you feel like you evolved from pond scum. They lie about dinosaurs. I'm not saying that big lizards and big creatures didn't exist, woolly mammoths, but if you actually look in...
Yo, shit is crazy, fam. Yo, shit is crazy. Buckle up, hold on to your seatbelt though. Oh, there's more. Y'all requested the part 9, so we gotta deliver. On top of that, the European telling you there's no such thing as dinosaur bones. First Moor that I heard say that was Asir the Duke of Tears. That was a couple years ago. He had said that. And I was like, this Moor, I'm going to have to study that. I'm going to have to dig into what's up with these dinosaur bones. Then I see this today. And I say, oh yeah. See, this is why Noble Drew Ali is the man. This is why. Because he says in his literature, he tells you. What does he say? Watch the newspapers, listen to the radio. I am going to make the European tell the truth. I'm going to make them tell the truth. And this is what's happening right now. See, it's spooky. It's spooky for the ones who don't want to just really like lock in. They keep thinking that we got brought over here as slaves. Whole time, the Europeans, who are not white people, they were the ones that was enslaved in the Barbary states. You didn't know that? You didn't know that these people here, these people were the ones that were enslaved by the Moorish people? You didn't know that? Oh, let me show you then. It's my pleasure. Let me show you then. The Moors are the ones who enslaved the pale-skinned people. We the ones that enslaved them. The Saracens and all that. Fam. We're the ones who enslaved them. They ain't the ones that enslaved us. That ain't how it happened. They flipped the whole story around. They ain't the ones that put us in chains. No, sir. We put them in chains. But see, what's happening now is everybody is fake scared about what's going to happen. Because they don't realize that the truth is spilling out all over the planet because the harmony of the planet, the truth vibration is busting through in this age of information right now, this age of Aquarius. They panicking, the dark force. They don't know what's going to happen because they've lost control of the narrative. You see, it's in a free fall now. That's what's really happening. The truth is in a free fall. It's spilling out from everybody. Everybody's starting to get that vibe. They starting to get that harmony. They starting to get that energy. And now they starting to project that harmonic truth vibration. Yeah. That's what they was afraid of. You see? But they wanted to keep people thinking about sports and thinking about games and never thinking that the people, the Moors, was actually gonna ever just wake up and realize, fam, we've been bamboozled out here. We've been hoodwinked. We've been led astray out here. All these architecture right here, all these buildings, these is all Moorish architecture. All this is Moorish. You could tell by the Moorish arch that's in these old buildings. Fam, these are ancient buildings. These are ancient. These are ancient buildings. All these are ancient buildings. You see the dome right there? You see this cathedral? This is a real place at the first all-year exposition in history. San Diego, California, 1915. All this right here is over with. It's nothing but more images gonna keep slapping them in the face. See? It's gonna just keep slapping them. It's gonna keep slapping. All these buildings, look at the architecture. Just look at the architecture. All you gotta do is look at the architecture. It's gonna tell you what it is right there. Look at the architecture. Look at the architecture. Look at the architecture, Morris. Don't even get started on these right here, though. Don't even get started on this. We gonna do a beam out on this. We gonna take it here. I told you we was going down a rabbit hole. I told you. I'm showing you. We going down the iceberg to the bottom. We're going to the bottom. We're going to the bottom. Okay? We're going to the bottom. So look at this. If I move around, I'm going to show y'all something real quick. See this? The Moorish legacy. By the way, this book was written by a hybrid European. This book was written by one of them. His name is Richard Smith. This book is crazy. Let me just show you this real quick. If you don't know, you finna get real familiar with who you are and where you come from. You know what? Hold up. You know what? Let's go here. Turn me up. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that right now. I'm feeling that right now. Hold up. I'm feeling that real quick. How much time we got? Let's go. The Moorish legacy. a spiritual identity first and foremost. The Moorish legacy is this planet's lamp of illumination, which is the premier definition of extraterrestrial intervention via the Temple of Solomon. As such, the Moorish legacy represents the royal inheritor of the throne of power and the entire solar system, aka the kingdom, the royal estate. The Moorish people carry the genetic code that represents the legacy of the Angeles, in other words, the angels, and are therefore the guardians of Adam's covenant, a genetic and spiritual metamorphosis that transform into the passion of the Christ. However, it should be understood that we use terms like Moors, Moorish people, Moorish legacy, or references to the Asiatic nations. We are also referring to what is best understood as the true human being, the people of color and hue known as the sun-kissed people of the earth. Once again, it's in the name. Human. Hue. Chroma equals color. The hued man. On top of that, the term hue is an ancient one used for thousands of years by various cultures as a means of elevating one's consciousness and awakening the seven seals. What? What? Hold up, man. See that? So when you say it's not word games. When you say that you are a Moorish American, you're connecting yourself with the lamp of illumination to the universe, to what's known as the kingdom. This is why it's not placating. It's actually identifying who you are in this universe. This is why we're Moorish American. Moorish means pertaining to the Moors. Moorish is, when we say Moorish American, we are saying that we are descendants of Moroccans and born in America. Moabites, Canaanites. The connection is not only national on this land, it's actually divine. So it's off the planet, into the universe, into the cosmos. But they want to keep us in slave mind. You understand? In human form. We're not human beings though like that. We're spiritual, having a human experience. You understand? We're not actually the flesh. We just having a human experience right now. We connected with Allah. You understand? We just having this experience on this planet. This is why you should study the laws of the universe. The Kabbalion. The laws of nature. This is why we're supposed to study all of this. Because the law governs all events. The law is everything. I'm feeling that Interstellar though. That Interstellar go crazy. Though. But real shit though, this is what it is, Morris. This is what it is. How much time we got? Good news. This beam I was late. Bad news, I gotta move around. Now. Time always be flying when you having fun though. It's always flying when you having fun. So if you feeling this beam out, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you showing love. I appreciate you sharing these beam outs. Kicking off conversations, wherever territory that you at. You know the rock up in here. West Coast, East Coast, down south, overseas, up north. I appreciate all y'all that tune in. Real shit. All y'all that tune in. You feel me? And you starting to not only just listen, you starting to get active, investing in yourself, buying these books, getting in tune, kicking off conversations, getting active, not being passive. You cooking on your own birthright. You feel me? That's what it's about. Each one teach one. It ain't about me at all. It ain't about Kush Day. It's about us uplifting, following humanity. That's what it's really about, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. Real shit. So, I'm gonna catch y'all Moors on the next one though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch y'all Moors on the next one though. You know. So let me know in the comments. Shout out to Brooklyn. Yes, sir. Let me know in the comments if y'all feeling this beam out, this whole series, the levels. Let me know if y'all feeling this beam out. You never know. We might kick off another one. I don't know though. Let me know if y'all want me to end this series right now. You want me to kick off another one. We got ammo. All right, we got heavy ammo over here. So let me know if you want me to kick off another one in the comments when I post this up. All right? When I post this up. Let me know in the comments if you want to do another one, though.
Have you been diagnosed?
We might do another one.
At Cunha,
you never know.
We'll explain your legal rights.
You never know. We might do another one.
That you just...
All right?
I told you a long time ago.
I'm going to catch y'all Moors on the next one, though. Each one, teach one. I self-law and master. Much love, Moors. Modern, ancient and modern. Ancient and modern. Alright? Don't forget that. Ancient and modern. Rise of the Moors.